This is TWiT.
So the last tier that you have is the Honor 20 Pro. I should say that Nick Gray from Android Authority talked about this back when it was announced, episode 422. He had like some hands-on time with it, and then when he was on the show, he talked a little bit about it. It's been a little bit of a journey.
It has, yes. So this is the Honor 20 Pro. It was announced in May. I was at the launch event in London, the day after the US put Huawei on the entities list. So there's a lot of uncertainty on if this device was actually going to launch, which markets it was going to launch in. It was a very tense situation. The outcome was that in July, so a month and a half after that, almost 2 months later, they did launch the device in select European and Asian markets. It had already officially launched in China. And this is another type of shiny.
Matches my nails.
Yes, it matches Flo's nails purely by coincidence.
That was planned.
We didn't message earlier today to coordinate and our tops. But yes, this is the Honor 20 Pro. This is Honor's flagship. So think of it as their top tier device. It has a quad camera on the back. They've done something a bit different here. Not only does it have a 48 megapixel sensor and a wide angle sensor and a depth sensor, it has a dedicated 2 megapixel macro camera.
Ooh.
Specifically for taking pictures at 4 centimeters.
That's nice. I wish there was more of those. Love to have more of a macro presence on devices.
And you'll notice the screen, as probably Nick explained, is very high screen to body ratio one. And the reason for that is that they have put a notch hole through the screen.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So they were doing this
Like
before,
where you put your keychain.
at the beginning of the year with the Honor View 20. They carried on with the Honor 20 Pro and the Honor 20. So you'll see there is a punch hole selfie camera.
Yep.
And not only that, this is running the same chipset as the Huawei P30 Pro.
Okay.
That's
So it's a solid chipset, yeah.
Kirin 980.
Right.
It has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. It is not expandable, so it doesn't have micro SD for expansion, but it does support 2 SIM cards. It uses Type-C for charging. Sadly, no Courage port, no 3.5 millimeter audio
Honor
jack.
has no courage.
Well, they're a little less brave than they used to be.
Yes.
Because that was one of their selling points. They kept the headphone jack. But it does have one of my favorite features, which is an infrared blaster at the top.
You could turn the TV off and on.
I like
Yes,
that.
especially in hotel rooms where those remote controls are a bit grubby.
Yeah.
It's a really nice feature.
You mean you don't travel with Clorox wipes? Just kidding. Keep going.
Yes, we do that as well. But the other interesting thing is this device has a really shiny back, no fingerprint scanner. There's no fingerprint scanner or in-screen fingerprint reader because they have side-mounted the fingerprint scanner on the on-off
waiting
button.
for the kicker.
Yes, right.
So this is similar to the feature you never saw in the US on Sony devices for some strange geopolitical
We did
reason.
see it on.
It eventually came.
We did see it on the Razer phone because it was on the next bit.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
It was on the next bit. Yep.
So this is on the Honor. It is really fast, really responsive. It's ergonomically in the ideal place for your thumb. And I really like that feature because you can feel it without having to see where you're putting your finger. It's a great feature. And overall, this is a really, really good smartphone. I'm currently doing the review for this. And I'm really looking forward to putting the camera through its paces in Hawaii.
Okay, what's your, almost done?
Almost done. I really thoroughly recommend this. 3 caveats.
Oh, okay, one.
1, no official waterproofing level.
Oh, you're going to have a hard time with that in Hawaii.
I have a solution for that. That will be on Tech Travel Geeks soon.
Okay.
Well, hang on though. No official waterproofing level.
Indeed. And that's
What
something
about
that we're
what about the unofficial?
I have not seen an iFixit teardown of this device yet. So I can't pass judgment. So overall, I'd say you're not getting the best cameras on the market, but for the price, which is around about $500 US, you're getting very, very good value. Because the price of this Honor flagship has moved up in the market, it's not that much more expensive to get a OnePlus equivalent or another device in that range. So Honor has crept up in price much the same as OnePlus has. they've left that $350 to $400 price range and moved up into the $500-600 price range. So it's one to think of. But the good news is this does have NFC. You can use it for Android Pay or Google Pay. You can use it for public transit apps. It's a good overall smartphone. We haven't finished our review yet, but when we do, we look forward to releasing the video on our YouTube channel, because our chief aperture officer, Lukasz, really likes working with these shiny phones. He spends hours trying to get the focus right because of the reflection
Yes.
and refraction.
I mean,
it's a big challenge.
Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful. You got to feature it.